And today I'll be giving you my personal thoughts on Kombat Pack 2 from Mortal Kombat 1. For Kombat Pack 1, very constructive criticism right here. Now, everyone pay attention. You better not be allergic to money. I know you're not, because you charge me a liver for 1,000 dragon crystals. No, I will not buy dragon crystals. You should be able to earn them in-game, you sly dogs. Ghostface is the first one. Very disappointing. Should have come out in MKX, and I strongly believe he was put in this game due to fan pressure. It's just Ghostface, aside from maybe his the whole shtick that there's always two of them, sometimes one, sometimes three, but mainly just two. Aside from how that could be incorporated into gameplay, I really don't see how he'll be useful. Again, I feel like he would have worked better as a cameo fighter. Or if you just drop two Ghostface. That's not scripted, I just thought of it on the spot. Next up, Noob Cybot. Oh my god, when I begin with Noob. Okay, first of all, he shouldn't be in the game. Should not be in the game whatsoever. Okay? He should have been in the next game. I'm just going to say it right now. I don't think it's too early for Noob Cybot. Based on the image I'm currently looking at, it appears that he has some green shit on his chest. That's telling me that he's part of the Havoc timeline. I'm not so sure about that. I hope he is, and that our Sub-Zero isn't part of said Havoc timeline. But if he is, Christ, NetherRealm Studios, you don't know what you're doing. Then there's Sector. Sector is one of my favorite Mortal Kombat villains of all time. Second only to Shang Tsung. Now, what do I think of this? Well, oh Christ. You see, I know what you're gonna say. I don't like him because, I don't like Sector because Sector's a woman. You sexist son of a... No. I don't like him because in Sub-Zero's ending, they imply that the mechanic who's working on the Cybers was Sector. Unless they're retconning Sector to be a title. So, there's Grandmaster, Master, Sector, blah, 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 blah. It just feels like whoever was doing the stories, both stories, and whoever's doing arcade endings weren't communicating. It feels like they weren't communicating. So the guy who's doing arcade stories was like, I'm going to put Sector onto Sub-Zero's ending. Yeah, it'll be a big teaser. Whereas the story people wanted to make Sector a woman. But they told everyone about the arcade endings because they didn't think that. Cyrax, I don't really have a problem with Cyrax. I mean, my biggest problem with both Cybers is that the designs look AI generated. But to be fair, that's just NetherRealm in a nutshell. That's just shitty designs. They look like a true underdog thumbnail. Cyrax I don't really have that much opinion on. I mainly think Sector should have been a man. Cyrax I'm fine with being a woman. I think it gives Cyrax's character, makes Cyrax more distinct from Cyber Smoke if they do that. Yeah, it makes them more distinct. So one's a man, one's a woman, but they're both the same character on a conceptual level. It's just looking in, they appear to be different. Conan the Barbarian. Never seen any of the Conan films, and I never plan to. Want to know why? Because I find them boring. Okay? He's boring and not gory at all. Again, in fact, this is our second game in a row getting Arnie as a guest character. We had him last game as the Terminator. The Terminator. I can't remember the names. But the main one, for Dark Fate. That's him. And I know he didn't voice the Terminator in that game. It was Chris Cox who voices Homelander in this game. I think that's the correct casting. It could be wrong. But even still, Chris Cox like, if he did return to do Arnie, which I hope he doesn't, it's still second time getting Arnie in a row. Then there's the T-1000. Boy, do I have some thoughts to say about him. T-1000, he's alright. I think on a conceptual level, I don't really have a problem with him. Like Cyrax. How, like, the only thing I'm excited for him is that he's played by the same actor who plays Peacemaker's father in the Peacemaker show. So I'm excited to see the intro banter between him and Peacemaker. Other than that, I'm not hyped at all. I mean, and this is coming from someone who grew up watching the Terminator films. Like, okay, didn't grow up when they were released in cinemas. I watched them as a child. Should I have? Probably not. My grandfather is just like that. Thank you, Pa, if you're watching this, which I highly doubt you are, but if you are, thank you. And yeah, personally, like, if I was in control of the DLC, this is what I would have done. For the Mortal Kombat characters, I would have... would I have kept them though? Okay, definitely, I am having Jade in there. She's a must-have. People have been begging for her. For the returning other two, though, that's a bit hard. You know, I think we should complete the Shokan trio, if that makes any sense. Like, MKX had Goro, 11 had Shiva, and I think that this game should have Kintaro. I know he's probably going to be a cameo, but if he is playable in the future, Cactus Outline would really love that. Do it another one, make my friend happy. And for the last minute character, Cyrax is fine as a woman. We could probably keep her or him. The guest characters, though, boy, do I have some things to say. Okay, firstly, get rid of Ghostface, Shredder. No, wait, fuck, Deathstroke. Shredder is on there, but he's replacing someone else. Deathstroke. I want Deathstroke to be in this game. He feels so way better. Yeah, replacing Conan, Shredder. That's what I meant to say. And for the T-1000, I feel like Judge Dredd would fit more within, like, the violent comic book aesthetic that it gets had in Kombat Pack 1 with Omni-Man, Peacemaker, Homelander. A lot of O's in the name. Yeah, they were all violent comic book characters. So I feel like violent comic book characters for this game would also fit. Well,